That popping and slapping can only mean one thing, and that's Sega Rally. The glorious sound of MIDI bass. Today we have a very easy to understand challenge, which is just to come in on the desert track with a fastest lap of under 54 seconds, so 53.99 and below on the desert track. I don't have any saved best times here because the battery died on the Saturn, and even though I put a new one in, it just doesn't seem to retain information, so we're kind of starting afresh.
3, 2, 1, go! You did right.
And this is take number 1. Let's see how well I can do. Get out there, set a standard, a pace for me to challenge. This is probably the game I played the most as a teenager, I'd say, when I had the Saturn. It's the same one I have now. Many hours put into this, and I may be being delusional here, but I think I might have got under 53 seconds as a teenager, but I'm not so sure, because it is a real challenge just to get under 54, so I'm not sure, perhaps if I did manage it when I was younger, if maybe I did it with manual transmission, but I'm sticking with automatic transmission on this one. So that's my little challenge. Under 54 seconds, automatic transmission. Apart from the... okay, that's a nasty little dip in that corner. Apart from the pop-in, I don't think this game holds up too badly. Generally speaking, it looks pretty decent. And this is just my SCART cable coming out of the back of my Saturn. I think it's the same SCART cable I had as a youth. Can't really remember. I don't know if I bought it subsequently or not. Trying to figure my way around most of these old corners again. I think this one, the big one, is probably what I think is the most challenging in terms of maintaining speed. So to my mind, the best way to get a fast lap in this thing is to keep the car going straight and full tilt. If I can manage that for the majority of time, I think I'll get the fastest lap. That's the logic I'm working towards. And this little corner here is always tricky, because it's weirdly broad in the middle, and the jumps seldom give me too much trouble. But getting the hang of that little tiny chicane, that'll be crucial as well. So whenever you go into the power slide there, the car kind of wants to keep tightening up. So I have to fight against that. 56.13. That's... finish. That is not very good. I can definitely do better. So here I go again. And that is my little ghost, which I'd forgotten about. I suppose it's a good marker for saying if I'm ahead. Go in easy, try and straighten her out. Try and make those two corners into one corner is my logic. Then I can keep this straight. This is barely even a corner most of the time, and it is hard to pick out where that corner is amongst the brown ground, brown walls. That's pretty decent on the big bend. And then I wondered if I have to pull out straight. Am I better to straighten up early out of the big corner, so I can hopefully just put the foot down And this little corner in here can be tricky as you go too close and there's a dip, which you can't see, but yep. And again, if you take that corner too tight, there's a weird bump on the inside, so that has to be avoided too. My attempts for 2 corners in one didn't quite work. Very nicely done, the little mini chicane into the big chicane. Very good. Far too wide on that. But it's not a bad attempt. 54.53, best so far. Only half a second to shave off, although that was generally speaking a fairly decent lap. I can remember as a youngster being very impressed that there was real branding for the sponsorship on the cars. Strangely now I would look upon that as cheap to have a real sponsor in a game, but because most of the old Mega Drive games had pretend sponsors, it always seemed it was quite a novelty for me. That's not too bad. 254s in that. Well, from a second attempt, that was pretty decent. And a new course record. I'm very excited. Okay, attempt number 3. I've got my little ghost one, mate. He's actually a little bit annoying as the ghost. Too tight. I'm blaming that one on the ghost. Very delicate touch going over those. No, that's just wall into wall. Going over the jumps, you can affect it if you just hold full right or full left. You can change the course of your jump. But ultimately, I want to come into them straight, without the need of too much tweaking mid jump. And that was a very good last corner though. All very smooth there. Again, basically keeping the car going forward. Ooh, that was almost perfect. And again, hold it straight, little tiny twist to the right. Into the mini bend. And that's exactly how I want to hit that. One left hand swerve and then just straightens out into the remainder. That's it. 54.67. I think that's the third lap of the last race. A little bit of panic setting in there. Just too late. It's a strange corner, that one. I would say the corner before the jumps and the big bend are the two hardest. Well, they're not hard, but they're the two where time gets lost the most. So they're the ones we're going to have to put most of my attention on, whilst trying not to mess up everything else. Only one 54-second lap that time. Not as strong. On to attempt number 4. and I've turned off the ghost. The ghost was too much of a distraction, so I'll get rid of it. I think there is some way I could set up the timings to show me my progress better, but I couldn't be bothered working it out. A little bit wide coming into this. Too much correction. I need to let it flow into that second part of that corner better. But that's not bad. Far too that's dreadful. And too much slowing down. So, on the big corner, the drift feels limiting. Not so limiting that I think I might break going into it. I think the important part here is to keep the foot down the whole way if I can. I think I'm much more likely to do better by keeping just full accelerator, no brake. No letting off the accelerator. Not too wide. Very nice. It's almost not a corner at all, that one. Didn't hit anything, but I lost speed. That's not bad. I don't mind running out wide after, because I think it gives me the opportunity to put the accelerator down. And yep, there's that little pocket. I can't even see it when I'm going around those corners. It's obviously there, but it's deceptive. And that is almost exactly how I want that, just without that little bump off the outside, and that would be perfect. Same there, that's exactly how I want it. I'm not 100% sure if I lose much speed by going onto the grass before in that last section. It doesn't seem to slow me down much, but I'm trying to keep off it if I can. Another 54. Not too bad, but I can definitely do better. I think if I wait to just before the 0 to hit the accelerator, I can actually get a faster start. Doesn't particularly help me because I'm never gonna... My outlap is never gonna be the fast one. Getting those birds out of the way. Too much correction. Very nice. Kind of left that too late. And that is far too wide. Right, here we go. Fast lap. Not going to worry about being downtime. It doesn't really matter because all I want is the fastest lap. And that's probably not the best way to do it, but I lost quite a bit of speed there. And that is very nice. That's exactly how I want that to go. And if I can keep to the right hand side of the jumps, it makes my turn much smaller. And I need to hit that earlier. Don't want to correct too much out of the slide. A new fastest lap. Sweet. Slowly but surely getting there. That's not far. Well, that was a mess. Of course it was.
Over jump.
I think I was too excited at my new fastest lap.
Long medium right. Easy right.
Really getting the hang of that corner now.
Over jump. Easy
Little
left.
touch. Perfect.
Easy left. Easy right.
I wish there was a better signpost to come through that bit of straight before that chicane, because
Very long.
it feels like I'm guessing it every time. Going out wide enables me to get a bit more speed down.
Finish.
Well, that was quite a bad third lap. But still, new record. Onwards and upwards.
3, 2, 1, go. Easy right. Easy left. Easy right. Over jump.
That's nice. Keeping the speed up.
Right. Long medium right. Easy right.
Excellent cornering again. Shame it's on my outlap, so it's of little use.
Easy left. Easy right.
I'm curious to know how much time I could save on manual. I think it is the faster way to play it, but it's just never been something I've enjoyed, and actually I'm not sure there's any. Maybe Outrun would be the only game where I can tolerate having manual gears, and it's only got 2, so
Easy right. Easy left. Easy right. Over jump.
okay, this is nice so far.
Easy right. Long medium right.
And I've just noticed that the birds are only there on the first lap, which kind of makes sense.
Over jump. Easy left.
Very nice.
Easy right.
Quick touch. And then, no, that's it. 39 coming out of that section. That's fast.
Baby.
Oh. It's a very tricky big corner to judge. Okay. Would have been better if I hadn't messed up that last corner. That was actually pretty decent.
Easy left. Easy right.
I was very close to the inside there and didn't hit that lip.
Over
Don't
jump.
know why. Should have done.
Easy right.
And I'm busy bouncing off the wall, so we can guarantee that this is not going to be the fastest lap.
Easy right.
Gradually perfecting that corner.
Jump.
Okay, move over to the right.
Easy left. Easy left. Easy right. Wow.
Just split the difference.
Very long easy right, baby.
And again, too wide and too tight.
Finish.
Okay, well, that's my worst run in a while. Gonna chalk it up as a learning episode.
3, 2, 1.
Let's see what we got for number 7. Run number 7.
Easy right. Easy left. Easy right. Over jump. Easy
Although I
right.
don't take those corners tight, I keep the speed up.
Long medium right. Easy right.
That's excellent.
Over jump.
Sticking to the right hand side.
Easy left.
Tiny little bump, we'll ignore that.
Easy left. Easy right.
So again, a run under the grass there does not matter, which is good to know. In the arcade mode, there's a little helicopter that flies over here. I'm sure they could have put it in the time trial. Come on.
Easy right.
Make me feel a little more important.
Easy right. Over jump.
Pretty decent speed, but a little bit of oversteer.
Long medium right. Easy right.
That's pretty good.
Over jump.
Not too far left.
Easy left.
Still gaining speed. It's very good. 38 coming onto the
Very long easy right. Baby.
light coloured sand. And they've gone too wide. That's a shame. Could have been better. I haven't gone. I see. Probably even half a second on that corner alone. I could have pulled back.
Easy right. Over jump. Easy right. Long
Still
medium
keeping good
right.
speed. Little bump back there, but nothing that'll run. Oh well. Okay.
Over jump. Easy left. Easy left. Easy right.
Well, there's a mixture of some lovely driving and some very bad driving in this lap. I don't know how close I need to get my nose into that corner, if it helps me.
Finish.
254s. Alright. Progress, progress, progress. And a new course record, actually. Okay, so overall I was faster than I have been.
1. Go.
Attempt number 8. And the reason the fastest lap has dropped back to the old default fastest lap is because I had to turn off my system and go away. So this is me setting down for
Easy right.
the second chunk of attempts.
Long medium right.
Scare those birds away, I don't want them.
Easy right.
Too busy taking corners too tightly and hitting walls for their
Over
liking.
jump. Easy left. Easy left. Easy right.
This is a very bad start.
Very long
But
easy
just
right.
the outlap. Doesn't matter. Can redeem it all later. Right, here we go. Close but not too close.
Easy left.
Again, close but not too close.
Easy right. Over jump. Easy right.
Back end stepping out. Lost a lot of speed. I'm assuming that the speedometer is, well, not accurate, but consistent. Might not be, but that's what I'm
Over jump.
looking at to try and see where I'm possibly losing time, where I can gain some time.
Easy left. Easy right.
Okay, not perfect, but again, it's 39
Right, baby.
when I come onto the sand. That's pretty good.
Fastest lap.
Okay, 54.
Right. Easy left. Easy right. Over jump.
Strangely, bumping doesn't lose a huge amount of speed, depending on where I bump, obviously.
Long medium right. Easy right. Over jump. Easy left.
Very nice.
Easy left. Easy right.
Into the right, lean in. No, too late. Oh, technically 38 seconds by the time I hit the sand. And that's a very good corner.
Finish.
A new record for me. So now I just need to shave 0.2 of a second.
2, 1, go.
And I forgot to turn off the ghost, so he's back with me for this one.
Easy left. Easy right. Over jump.
Luckily, that last section, the first lap, was diabolical, so hopefully I'll not see him again.
Medium right.
Shoe birdies.
Easy right. Over jump.
Good speed.
Easy left.
I should mention this is the PAL version, obviously. This is the European Sega Saturn and Sega Rally.
Very long, easy right, baby.
I don't know if it's a slowed down version, like a lot of PAL games were. The clock seems accurate, but I could be wrong.
Easy right. Easy left. Easy right.
Okay, good speed coming through here. Lost a little bit there.
Easy right. Long, medium right. Easy right.
Getting much more confident on that. Corner out of the puddle by the birds. That's
Easy left.
going pretty smoothly.
Easy
The
left.
chicane is not nailed. 38 onto the sand. That's very good.
Right, baby.
This is a pretty decent lap. Not fast enough, mind you, but a new record.
Easy right.
Just slightly less than 0.2 of a second to lose now.
Easy right. Over jump. Easy right. Long, medium right.
No,
Easy right.
turned too early. Lost a lot of speed.
Jump. Easy left.
Sit delicately done. Hang on.
Easy left. Easy right.
And I've left that. Yeah, I've too much compensating. But again, 38 onto the sand.
Easy right, baby. Finish.
2 54s and one very good 54. So that's progress.
3, 2,
Here we go again.
1,
Should have
go.
got rid of that little... Nope, there's my ghost. I forgot to get rid of him.
Easy right. Easy left. Easy right. Over jump. Easy right. Long, medium right. Easy right.
I could do that faster. That wasn't perfect. I turned a little too early.
Easy left.
Then I was slow going up the hill into the jumps.
Easy left. Easy right. Wow.
And that's too late. I'm going to blame that on the ghost.
Very long, easy right, baby.
Anyway, here goes. Here's the fast lap.
Easy right. Easy left.
First corner pretty decent. Second pretty decent. Third dreadful.
Over jump. Easy right. Long, medium right. Easy right.
Lost a little bit of speed again there.
Jump.
When I come out of the right turn,
Easy left.
if I can do it a shade faster, I can get the foot down sooner.
Easy left. Easy right.
That's a perfect little chicane.
Very long, easy right, baby.
My nose is out a bit far from the corner. Alright,
Easy right.
last hot lap. Maintaining good speed from the first 3 turns.
Easy right. Long medium right. Easy right.
And that's the better way to maintain speed through that corner.
Jump. Easy left. Easy left. Easy right.
Nice. 38 onto the sand. This is very good. Turn too soon, and I've gone out wide. Shame. That was a very good lap.
Finish.
Did I lose 7/10 of a second on the last corner? Probably not that much, but
3, 2,
still,
1.
I was doing better.
Go. Easy right. Easy left. Easy right. Over jump.
I do miss the blue sky
Easy right.
of Sega arcade games. It's a shame nobody really focuses on that type of thing so much anymore. I know it's pretty artificial, but I always enjoyed that look.
Over jump. Easy left. Easy left. Easy right. Very long easy
39
right.
seconds onto the sand on my outlap. That was pretty good going. Here we go.
Easy right. Easy left.
Not a great start.
Easy right.
That's good speed throughout.
Over jump. Easy right.
Can probably take that a shade tighter.
Long medium right. Easy right.
Very nicely done.
Jump. Easy left. Easy left.
Should have been further over to the right before that. Even banging into that wall, it still made it 38 seconds onto the sand. That should have been a whole lot better. And I've gone too wide. Right.
Easy right. Easy left. Easy right.
Keeping decent speed, not great, but
Over jump.
not bad.
Easy right.
Again, could have been tighter there.
Medium right.
Turned too early.
Easy right. Over jump. Easy left. Easy left. Easy
Not
right.
bad, but not great. 38 onto the sand. I think I need to be 37 onto that sand.
Finish.
Jesus, that was close. All right, that was much better than I thought.
3, 2,
So maybe I don't need to be 37 onto the sand.
go. Easy right. Easy left.
Maybe this corner doesn't need to be as tight.
Easy right.
Maybe keeping speed up through here is more important.
Over jump. Easy right. Long medium right. Easy right.
Oversteer.
Over jump.
Little touch of right.
Easy left. Easy left. Easy right.
Not a bad chicane. I don't know why I corrected. Didn't need to correct. Here we go.
Easy
Full
right.
tilt.
Easy left.
Keeping the speed. pretty high. It's very good.
Easy right.
A little tighter on that corner, that's pretty good. Ease out. Bit of correcting, but still very, very good keeping the pace up.
Easy left. Easy left. Easy right.
Gently does it. Very good, 38 onto the sand.
Very long easy right, baby.
And I think I turned a fraction too soon. Although it's quite quick.
Left is left.
It is very quick. 0.04 of a second off.
Easy left.
And again, I think that was all of that was on the last corner. If I hadn't turned too soon, I think I would have had that.
Long medium right. Easy right. Over jump.
Not strong.
Easy left. Easy left. Easy right.
Pretty good. A very late 38 getting out of the sand, so I don't have it this time. If I could have done the last lap with a corner like that, I'd have done it.
Finish.
Still very good. 54.20, not to be sniffed at.
3.
Okay, number 13, run number 13.
Go. Easy right. Easy left. Easy right. Over
It's a
jump.
good first section. Generally feeling more comfortable with that one at this point.
Long medium
Still think I
right.
should take that corner tighter.
Easy right.
Not too tight, because like I said, there's a big bump on the inside, so I can't go too tight.
Easy left. Easy left. Easy right. Very long
There's
easy
definitely the
right.
space for me to get under 54. I mean, I probably should have had it on that middle lap of the last one, but how much south 54, I don't know. I don't know if I can get under 53 in a automatic, but I'll settle for getting under 54 on the automatic.
Easy right. Over
And that's not good.
easy right.
So I'm too tight in there. It's done.
Medium right. Easy right. Over
I'm
jump.
really liking that section at the minute.
Easy left.
Make my own life harder there.
Easy left. Easy right.
And that's it. Essentially that chicane is eliminated to just one turn. Alright, still 54. Let's see what we got in the last one.
Easy right.
Overstaring into the first barrier. That's impressive.
Easy right.
If I'd done nothing, I could have taken that corner better.
Easy right.
That's better for that one though.
Medium right. Easy right. Over jump. Easy left. Easy left. Easy right.
Oh, this is
Very long easy
38 on the sound, but it's not as strong. Too many bumps.
Finish.
But still a pretty low 54. I would have been happy with that earlier.
3.
Okay, lucky number 14. I've heard people say that.
Easy right. Easy left.
Try and get all of my stupid driving out of the way on the first lap. Scare off my wee birds. Bye bye birds. That's pretty good. Still can't see a good sign, a good indicator along that straight before that chicane. Very much just going by feel on that one. Alright, strong out lamp. Okay, here we go. Keeping the speed up. Bit tight, but okay. Happy with that. Pretty good. Not too early. Bit more to the right to be nicer. That's it. Oh, a little bump. I don't think I lost much time though. And that was Harry. Turning in nice. This is close. Boom. 53.95. With a whole 500th of a second to spare. And then this will be my celebration lap now. That's me. Goal achieved. And that's why you can't take that corner too early, because of the big bump. But the driver's drunk at his own success, so cut him some slack. Yeah, bump them all, bump everything. Does not matter. And that was a better corner than the last corner. Don't know how much would have helped me, but... And boom, finish is right. Very, very happy with that.
Alright, let's watch your run one more time on the desert course.
And now to bask in my own glory. Lovely corner. Don't even realize there is a jump there. The sky looks bizarre from this angle. Very nice. I wish I could do it in slow motion. Be interested to see my little turns. I hate that zebra. See just how wide that thing is there. And then boom, glory, sweet glory.